So, Joe List, if you don't know, my probably favorite touring comedian right now, or certainly one of them. I love Joe List very much, and I think he has a lot of great specials. And he has one particular joke that went viral recently. This made its way around Instagram, and it was. I think it's a very funny joke. There's a reason we're playing it. I'm not just celebrating Joe List, but listen to this joke, and then I will explain to you why we are breaking this down in a moment.
Yes.
Did you guys know this? Pablo Picasso, you know when he died? He died in 1973. Did you know that? I thought he died in 1380. I almost shit. 1973? Picasso had a car. Is that unbelievable? Pablo Picasso was driving around Spain in like a Honda Civic listening to Black Sabbath on the radio. Ozzy Osbourne and Pablo Picasso were working at the same time. He saw 6 Super Bowls. I thought he lived next to a blacksmith. The guy's like at home watching the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs on a colored television set, drinking Mountain Dew. And some of you might be like, Mountain Dew, that wasn't out in 1970. It was. Do you know when it came out? I thought like maybe 1975, 76. 1940, Mountain Dew came out. Hitler was jacked up on Mountain Dew. He was like in a bunker, like...
That's the joke. I think it's a brilliant joke. I think very funny, particularly because I'm the same level of dumb, or whatever you want to call it, where I was like, there's no way Picasso died in the 70s. I would have thought many centuries earlier. I just had no concept of when he was alive. Obviously, and part of the reason that joke kind of started to go viral was I guess people in Spain picked it up and were like, these dumb Americans, they think Picasso was watching the Super Bowl? And Joe was like, well, no, it's not literal. You're not supposed to take it literally. But then, so the reason we're playing this is these meathead Kelce brothers saw this, and then look what they did on their show. This is from the Kelce Brothers Podcast. And look at the segment that they had. And they act as if Jason's learning this for the first time. Clearly scripted, like we do when Carl's here. But this is from the Kelce Brothers Podcast. Tell me if you hear any similarities.
When do you think Pablo Picasso died?
I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
For everything that you've seen of his work and maybe like the stuff you've accumulated over life of Pablo Picasso, when was he alive?
Was Pablo Picasso Impressionist movement, or he was a part like after that? Later?
Now you're cheating.
Well, like Renoir and those guys are like what? Like,
oh, Renoir.
Is he the same years as Picasso? Renoir. I don't know any of this.
Let's give it a guess.
Well, because you're like being all
nice context clues
based on what you're saying, I'm guessing he died late 1800s, early 1900s.
Nice.
Before these context clues,
he was way back there.
Yeah, I would have said 1600s.
I'm pretty sure he died in 1970.
1973.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I would have never.
Hold on one second.
Pablo.
So far, okay, it's a fact. Two people can have the same thought about the fact. Listen to what he mixes in here. This piece of garbage.
Pablo Picasso was drinking Mountain Dew watching NFL football games. How crazy is that?
What a piece of shit!
Well, I mean, he is an NFL football player. It makes sense. That's the only thing he thinks about. So you got to cut him like 10%.
Swifties, I don't know what to tell you. Taylor can do better than this sack of garbage. Fuck the Kelce brothers. This son of an onion saw my guy Joe List, and you might be thinking it could be parallel thought. Maybe it's just a complete shot in the dark, because I famously defended Amy Schumer for stealing jokes. I don't point fingers for joke stealing too often. But Travis Kelce in the comments admits that he saw it. He goes, oh, yeah, I guess that's where I saw it.
No.
You got to give the guy credit if you steal his fucking references.
Yeah. Yes.
And then it infuriated me because Joe List commented, and he's like, a little credit? And people are like, you hack piece of shit, fuck you. Like, they're going at Joe. And it's like, no, Travis stole. He's a thief. He should be reprimanded for this.
Can I tell you I don't watch Joe List a lot. I saw the Kelce Brothers clip first because he sent that first. So I thought Joe List stole it from the Kelce Brothers.
And come on.
Why?
No.
I was like, why would he steal a joke from these comedians?
No, and the delivery's all off. This son of an onion. Fuck
Yeah,
Travis Kelce.
Listen to the rest of their masterpiece.
That's some wild shit to think of.
We should have known because like acid wasn't invented until like the 60s or 50s, and they didn't start putting like ears on the other side of people's heads. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah.
Jason Kelce's a real
my history lesson
intellectual.
trivia.
That was
for you.
good. I had no idea.
And by the way, I think I heard earlier in that clip, Travis Kelce goes, "Oh, Renoir. I think we should cancel this motherfucker for doing an Asian accent. Let's ruin this guy's life.
And why Asian?
Listomaniacs assemble. This can't be tolerated."
Is that what they're called? Listomaniacs?
No, I just said that.
No. Well, he seems like a nice guy that does good jokes. That is now getting farmed out to the bigger podcasts that
Shameful.
have the
It's
deals.
always it bugs me that like Joe List's group of friends, like Mark Norman, Sam Morrill, Nate Bargatze, Shane Gillis, all these guys are like they're all very good comedians. But the idea that they're like a level or two up above Joe List is crazy to me because I think Joe, other than maybe Shane and maybe Nate, I think Joe is one of the best stand-up working today. So
I think
shout out
going
to
with
Joe
like
List.
it could have been easy to go with like Floyd or Zeppelin, but to go with Black Sabbath there paints a very funny image. You know, like
Yes.
so he is good at painting an image. This guy.
He's terrific. But that like to do that and make it a segment on a major podcast and not be like, I just heard this on Joe List's Instagram. Like give the guy a plug or something.
Yeah.
Don't just make it seem like it's your original thought.
Or steal from smaller people. This
Right.
is kind of
Yeah, steal from an open micer.
Yes, like every other comic.
Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.